Alex and Joey too. Got a show for me and you, games and films and tunes they'll skew. Some laugh, some groans, it's nothing new. Things I hate it, let's dive in. Games and movies, where do I begin? Tunes we love, but still we spin. Laughs and cringe, it's where we win.
Hello and welcome to Thanks I Hate It. I'm Tim at Wembemba Want Everything, and I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Alex.
Howdy doodly.
And I'm also joined by my brother, Joey Fitz.
When you introduced Alex, it sounded like a question because you had the inflection of Alex. I'm joined by Alex.
Alex?
Not my name today. I've changed it for the day.
What would you like your name to be today, Alex?
Steve.
Steve.
I am Steve.
There you go.
I'm just going to cut around this. On Thanks I Hate It, we
going to make this really difficult for you, Tim. Can you do a spoiler
just
warning,
like the
please?
Previous Game Club episode, whatever it was, Pokemon, that was it. On Thanks I Hate It, whoever's hosting the episode takes a look at a list that we have of what the other hosts hate to try and find something different in that genre to make them maybe appreciate it a bit more. I targeted Alex this week for he doesn't like platformers, and I looked at Gris after the lovely Josh bought us all a copy in the Christmas sale last year. I am going to go to immediate thoughts on Gris with Joey.
Shit, I've got to find the jingle.
Well, he didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it.
Gris was great. I would actually go as far as say I very much enjoyed it. I've not played it before. As soon as I saw Devolver Digital come up and the titles, I thought we're going to be all right here because they do good games. The art style was great. The storytelling was non-verbal, which was good. Left it open to a bit of interpretation. The character was good. The world looked lovely, and it looked like watercolor, which was hand painted. The puzzles were fun and didn't seem to get boring. I do have comments on one very annoying soft lock that I had during the game, but we can get onto that in a little bit. But yeah, they're really, really fun. Really enjoyed it.
Great. And Alex?
Just had the jingle and now I've lost it. There it is.
Well, he didn't hate it.
Yay!
Didn't hate it.
So I should preface that the reason for my hatred of platformers is the fact that I'm very, very bad at them. I'm woefully uncoordinated and I tend to overshoot and overcorrect. But
that's why the area around Alex's toilet is so filthy.
It's honestly, it's like a war zone in there. But
I didn't think it was laminate flooring.
I've had to replace the paint 3 times on the walls. To mirror a lot of what Joey said, the art is really nice. The music's really nice as well. I enjoyed the music a lot in this game. The controls are incredibly simple, which you would expect from a platformer, to be honest with you. The puzzles, a couple of them were a bit frustrating, but not bad. There was a couple where it wasn't clear that certain bits could be passed through, but other parts couldn't. The puzzles, like I said, the puzzles were mostly simple, but they were quite intuitive in that you knew how to figure them out from looking at them. Sort of like there were sections where you could break through. And it was really clear where those sections were because of the visual cues of, like, it was quite crumbled. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was a good little game. If it wasn't for Josh buying us it and then Tim making us play it, I might not have ever picked it up. So I'm glad I did, because I had a good time.
Great. And for myself...
Well, he didn't hate it.
Clean sweep.
Yep. Did not hate it. I thought it was, to mirror what these guys have said, it's on an artistic level, it's beautiful. It's clearly had a lot of love and thought and time put into it. The watercolor aesthetic, almost creating like a pseudo handholdy pathfinding element to it, in the same way that something like Mirror's Edge would like highlight your objective is this way by painting the objective in a red light. This one is if there's watercolor there, you're probably supposed to go there. I thought I would go through just some of the details of the game for anyone who's interested. So Joey's mentioned Devolver Digital already. Devolver Digital are a publisher that are known for putting really interesting titles out there. If there's something really unique, Devolver are probably behind the publishing of it, especially if it's an indie title. This game is available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Android, iOS. It was developed by Nomada Studio, and it was released on December 13th, 2018. And I just looked up the reception for this game, because on Steam it's got a 10 out of 10. Google Play, it's got a 4.1 out of 5. For the awards this thing has won, it's got an Annie Award for Outstanding Achievement in Character Animation in a Video Game. At the BAFTAs in 2019, it won Artistic Achievement, Best Debut Game, and Best Music. At the Webby, it won Best Visual Design. At the Navigator Awards, it was nominated for the Animation and Artistic Direction category, and it won the Artistic Direction in the Contemporary category. At the Game Awards, it was nominated for Fresh Indie Game. It won Games for Impact, and it was nominated for Best Art Direction. At the Italian Game Awards, it won the Best Indie Game. At the Etna Comics International Film Festival, it was nominated for Best Visual Design. This thing's really pretty. Like it's gorgeous. Is the short way of saying all this.
It's so pretty.
But there's a lot of themes in this game. I was looking for what the plot means, because as Joey said, it's not a verbally driven conversation. This plot, there's no dialogue, there's no oh my god, I have to get over here else this will happen kind of thing. It's very much a game that deals with themes, and I think in particular it deals with the themes of grief, the different stages, mostly because that's what the chapters are named after. So there's like denial, anger, bargaining, backflips. I forget what the stages are.
Backflips.
So
Acceptance. The last one was acceptance.
Backflip. There you go. And I think it's pretty clear
Tim,
that
we can't leave one of the fucking stages of grief as backflips. So we've got disbelief, denial, guilt, anger, bargaining, depression, loneliness, reflection, acceptance.
yeah. And what's interesting I found is obviously this game has almost a Metroidvania quality to it, in that you start off with 0 abilities and you gain abilities as you go through the game. Now, obviously, in a Metroidvania, it's done to a much more puzzly aspect as you constantly backtrack through the world with a new set of tools to you. This one, you don't really backtrack through the world, but what you end up doing is layering abilities one on top of the other to solve puzzles. It's good. It's very well thought out. It's an emotional game. It's really short. I don't know how long it took you guys. It was about 3.5 hours for me at most.
4 hours, but I'll explain why shortly.
Yeah, you had a fun story with this, Alex.
I'm just checking now. 5 hours, but that's because I walked away for about an hour and left it running.
Whoops. Yeah,
Shame on you.
Short game, beautiful game. I would say it's very much worth your time. But Joey, talk to us about this issue you experienced.
Yeah, I can't remember which chapter it's in, but there's a stage where you have unlocked the ability to jump using these paper birds that fly around the map. And if you see them, you think, oh, well, my objective is to go up. And you go up and you end up on a roof, and there's loads of these paper birds, and they morph into a blackbird. Now, the blackbird lands on the roof, gives you a good looking up and down, and then screams at you. But the screams are so powerful that they knock you over. And what they're meant to do is knock you immediately off of the roof that you're on and onto the roof next to you. And then when this happens again, if you're playing it properly, you can go into a mode that's like a block. So you puff your cape out and it becomes like a brick, and it doesn't move you. So you can move between its screams. Rather than that, what happened to me was my character got stuck on the roof. And every 2 seconds, the blackbird started screaming at me, and my character would fall over, and I would have no control at them, I would have no control over my character because every time I'd gotten up and my character had composed herself, the bird would scream again and it would knock me down again. And I sat there for 10 minutes at first thinking, I'm sure I'm meant to be able to do something here. I reset the game. Exactly the same thing happened. So I thought, maybe I'm missing something. And I messaged you guys and you guys were like, well, I didn't have that problem. I searched this up. It took me half an hour to get it sorted. There's a bug in the game where if you're running this game at 180 hertz on the monitor I have, which is 180 hertz, there is a high likelihood that you'll get soft locked within that area. And the fix is to downgrade your monitor to the lowest possible settings, run the area again, quit the game right before the bird starts screaming, and then put your monitor settings back to normal.
Who discovered that fix?
I don't know, but it was immersion breaking, to say the least. It was very frustrating. There was a point where I thought, I'm not going to carry on with this game. I'm really glad I did, but I was very annoyed at the time. So there you go. That was my story with the bird.
Yeah. I was just looking over some of the art in this game again, and I know we constantly draw this comparison to journey-based indie games, but anyone else thinking Journey kind of in the same boat as this? Because
of the character models, they're both like a head, a cloak, and legs.
Yeah.
So I think the comparison more than ever is there, really.
Yeah. All right, good. Well, we're all pretty unanimous on that one then. So we didn't hate Gris. I forget how these episodes go. Do we give it? We don't give it a rating, do we?
Do you want to give it a rating, Tim? We've only been here for 12 minutes, and last time we did Thanks I Hate It, me and you decided to read out different words for the motorway in different languages. So let's not do that.
Let's not do that. What's on the next Thanks I Hate It, gang? It's Alex's pick, and I'm noticing the square is mighty blank on the sheet.
The next episode of Thanks I Hate It is going to be a secret.
What is that, Alex?
A secret.
Do you want to swap mine in your episode, and we'll do my one next, and your one can go after, so you've got time.
That's fine. We record this miles ahead.
Yeah, but I want to know. I want to say in the episode what the thing is.
Okay, we'll swap.
Okay, cool.
All right, Joey, what's the next episode of Thanks I Hate It?
Thanks, Tim. Let's cut all this together so it sounds smooth and not janky as fuck. It's funny that you chose a platformer for Alex, because I have also chosen a platformer for Alex. This is Animal Well, which I am particularly looking forward to playing.
Well.
Well.
Doesn't really work with animal.
I could do if you were talking to that dude on the Muppets.
Or if you had a stutter.
But yeah, Animal Well came out in 2024. It's a Metroidvania puzzle platformer, which I'm really looking forward to because it was developed by a single person and has got good reviews. So let's see how you feel about platformers. Maybe we'll convert Alex into a regular platformer.
Wow.
All right, and then for the next few things that are coming out on this podcast feed, next week we have a BAP, Biased Anime Pod. We've got a Cutscenes, which is the Warcraft movie, and then our next Game Club episode is
Cutscenes
10 hours.
Is not Warcraft.
Cutscenes isn't the Warcraft movie.
No, it's not. I'm in the wrong part of the schedule. It's cringe. The next Cutscenes is Ready Player One, and hold on, I'll do that whole bit again. On the next, in the next few episodes,
padding this out, Tim. It's disgusting.
You're adding to the padding right now.
Carry on.
In the next few episodes of the fuck's sake.
Can we be the Biased Anime Podcast?
In the next few episodes of the Game Club pod feed, we are going to have a Biased Anime pod, followed by another cutscenes of Ready Player One. Then a Game Club episode on South of Midnight, followed by the next Thanks I Hate It, which is Animal Well. That's the next 4 weeks of content. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you all next time. Bye. Floss the bot.
That's